Picture this. It's 6:47 in the morning. You're standing in front of the bathroom mirror, and for a split second, you don't recognize the guy looking back at you. Not because something dramatic happened. Nothing did. The same shirt, a face that looks a little more tired than it used to, the same low-grade heaviness behind your eyes that wasn't there 5 years ago. And somewhere in that moment, a thought flashes through that you don't say out loud, because saying it out loud makes it real. When did I stop being that guy? Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you isn't a fitness video. It's something a little more uncomfortable than that. 30 days ago, I watched a dad, mid-40s, 2 kids, a job that eats his calendar, decide he was going to do exactly what his kids kept joking about. He was going to follow the exact workout routines Hollywood celebrities use to prepare for roles. Not the watered-down version, not the modified, low-impact suggestion. The actual programs, the ones that turn regular guys into the versions of themselves that fill up movie screens. And I want to be honest with you before we go further, because what happened at the end of those 30 days wasn't what any of us expected. It was something much more specific than that. Let me ask you something. When you think about a celebrity transformation, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably the body, right? The physique, the visual upgrade, the whole package you see on screen. That's what we've been conditioned to look for. It's the headline everyone writes. What nobody mentions is that the thing that actually changed first wasn't any of that. It was the way he carried himself into a room. That happened around day 9. Think about it. When you're following a program designed for someone who has to become a different person for a role, something quietly shifts in your psychology before your body catches up. You start behaving like someone in a process, someone with direction, the behavioral shift, the way you wake up differently, make food decisions differently, handle the stress of a Tuesday afternoon differently. That part happens fast, faster than anyone prepares you for. By week 2, his wife noticed something. Not the weight, not the muscle definition. She noticed he was present at dinner in a way he hadn't been in months. Less distracted, not somewhere else in his head. That was the first real signal that this thing was doing something deeper than the mirror was going to show for a while yet. This is the part nobody talks about. A lot of dads carry this quiet background noise of feeling like they've been slowly editing themselves down. The workouts stopped. The ambition got practical. The priorities reshuffled in ways that made sense at the time. And before long, you're not living inside the version of yourself you always assumed you'd grow into. You're living in a compromise you never consciously chose. So here's where it gets real. The celebrity workout programs aren't actually magic. They're not secret. Most of the exercises are things you've done before. What they are is designed with an identity in mind. Every set, every rep, every interval exists in service of who that person is trying to become. That specificity is everything. When you train for an identity, something in your brain takes it seriously in a way that "I should probably start working out again" never does. Do you see the shift? By day 22, the physical results were visible. Real ones. The kind where people in his life started asking if he'd changed something. What hit hardest, and I want you to actually sit with this, was the look on his kid's face. They were playing in the backyard, and he didn't stop to rest. He just kept going. His daughter looked at him like she was seeing something she'd never seen before. That's the transformation nobody photographs. The fitness industry has sold dads this idea that the goal is to look better. Sure, looking better is a real outcome. It's not the reason the shift hits so deep, though. When a man decides to physically become someone different, he's making a statement about who he believes he still has the right to be. That statement echoes into every other part of his life. Let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself here. If someone told you that in 30 days you could feel like the version of yourself you've been quietly grieving, the one with energy, with presence, with that low-level confidence that just lives in your posture, would you call that fitness? Or would you call that something else entirely? What happened to this dad wasn't a body transformation. It was a permission slip. Permission to stop operating at a fraction of who he is. The celebrity workout was just the vehicle. The method that said, this is serious and you are serious, and 30 days from now, you'll be standing in front of that same mirror, and the thought that flashes won't be a question anymore. The results were real. The energy was real. The physical changes were documented and visible, and honestly, harder to ignore than anyone expected. None of that is what stuck with him at the end of 30 days, though. What stuck was that he stopped being the guy who used to. And if any part of what I just said landed somewhere true for you, you already know what that means. The only thing left is deciding whether you're going to do something about it, or stand in front of that mirror for another morning and let the moment pass. The choice has always been yours. Now you know what you're actually choosing between.